Shenanigans. Can you not put none of this up, guy? We just having a conversation.
Nigga,
This
you
is
don't
personal.
control my media team. Talk to me, nigga. What you talking about, nigga? Clubhouse Shenanigans on deck, nigga. You crazy?
And Clubhouse Shenanigans, Clubhouse Shenanigans is in the... Hold on, one mic. Clubhouse Shenanigans is in the room, so this is going on YouTube, man.
So
wait, what?
Hey, accept that shit.
Yeah, he on stage.
He on stage.
Fuck y'all telling me for?
Hey,
I know the
Prince,
big
there's
head
a
nigga.
microphone to the bottom right.
Hit the microphone bottom right. I know the nigga. I didn't cuss this nigga out. Damn near put him in the trunk. Got blamed for his house getting shot up. All kind of dumb shit. Y'all want to talk to him. I don't need to talk to him. I'll talk to him when I want to talk to him. He is one hell of a producer, though. Nigga got some fire. You may want to ask him about his disco, Brock and Bang. But I think y'all know his music.
Hey, y'all hear me?
There you go. What's up?
What's happening, Wack?
Welcome to the 100-sided Clubhouse. I'm pretty sure you've been watching for quite some time, saying that Wack is crazy and I would never go on there.
You know, Cash Jones is my dog. Man, we
never had
back
to threaten you with Clubhouse, Prince. I should have threatened you with it. But I never did. I was just telling him, you know, it's ups and downs with this dude. You know, I get him work, had to cuss him out. Nigga blame his house get shot up. He say I did the shit. And he say get all kind of way out shit. Been to the studio, he done stole shit out the studio, bring it back. This nigga, you know, he's all over the place. He got a pretty good disco. I want to say he started with Waka Flocka and French Montana. Am I right?
Yeah, I started with French. That's how I got fucking caught up with Diddy.
What's the songs you had back then? What was your first notable song you produced?
Shit, my first notable song was obviously was all that Waka Flock shit, the Brick Squad shit, Waka's album when remember when Waka was doing that whole Brick Squad Monopoly West shit?
Yeah, I remember
that. So when they came down here, Suge took me over there, linked me up with Waka's mom, and Waka's mom put me on the album, and then she took me over up there to Atlanta, and then me and French, we were the only two Middle Easterns up in that motherfucker, so they kept us in the basement, so we were just down there working and shit, and then things took off from there, bro. Everything just took off from there.
Okay, well, this Prince from the West Coast. I know Prince very, very well. One of my little knucklehead ass nephews. I got a bunch of them out here. Prince knows me well. He knows all sides. Business side, he knows the street side. He knows the daddy side, the manager side, the crazy side, the reasonable, the unreasonable. He's one of those dudes that no matter what I do, he always comes back. He come back anyway. No matter what the fuck going on. It's kind of like this nigga ain't scared of me, but he know I'm crazy. You know I might do something to him, but in this case, I'm not gonna do nothing.
It's not that I'm scared, not scared or not scared. This is a long time relationship, bro. Stacey Adams days, we go back 2008, 2009.
Yo, I just found a box of Stacey Adams fucking mixtapes, bro.
I've been looking for that on the internet for fucking years.
No, I'm gonna bring you something, bro. I got a whole box of CDs. Swear to God, crazy. Bang, Brock. I'm gonna send y'all one. Y'all gonna love this music.
I know who he is.
Oh no, I got bro.
I swear to God, that's Wack's greatest artist of all time that didn't come out.
He ain't lying. We put this nigga in Scott Stewart's house to live. Next thing you know, we look up. Scott say, Wack, my shit been coming up missing since your guy been here. I said, what? He said, yeah, a couple laptops, guitars, and shit. Come to find out, this nigga got a nose problem, pawning all Scott Stewart's shit out of the house that Birdman used to live in. This shit was wild, bro. I didn't have some shit go on. But nevertheless, we gonna get up in here. They got some questions for you. You've been trending, believe it or not, on Instagram about this shit.
Yeah, I know. I just woke up to fucking 50 reposts of my shit.
Yeah, speaking your truth, 50 reposting the shit. You know, I'm kind of jealous, bitch ass nigga. I ain't gonna call 50.
Hey man, I don't even know. Once I saw that Cassie video come out, and you know me, bro. You know I've been on French's ass for how long? How many times did I tell you to set up a box?
Hold on, nephew. Hold on.
This shit goes back.
No French Montana slander. You know that's my nephew.
I know that's me and him came up together. But at the end of the day, this all roots back to all of that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna turn this shit over to the room. Boom, he's a guest. His name is Prince. And shit, y'all can talk about his music, talk about what's going on with this Puff shit he's saying, whatever y'all need to talk about. I brought him to the 100 side of the Clubhouse media team. I dropped his IG link in our back chat. Y'all make sure y'all got that. And in the meantime, I'm gonna mute up. Finna go run about a mile while I listen to y'all. And y'all have at it.
Let me know what's
good?
going on.
What's up, Prince? What's good, bro? I ain't gonna lie, we gonna get into the disco and all that, but what the hell did you mean by BAN on your thing? Cause I thought you was black. Now I see you Muslim. What
Yeah,
BAN mean?
it's for example what Wack put in short terms, bitch ass nigga.
Oh, you can say nigga? I ain't gonna lie, we might have to set
Oh
that up.
yeah.
I've
That
had the
nigga,
pass
he's a
for a
nigga.
long time.
He a
I've
nigga?
had
Oh,
the
okay,
pass
he
for a
one of
long
them?
time.
I don't know.
That nigga house been shot up. He didn't have
It's not
fights.
one of
Then
them.
all right, cause I
I've
just
He been in the field, Wack.
bro,
He been in the
I
field,
don't know,
Wack.
just let
Yeah, he's a
Muslims.
nigga. He's a
All right,
nigga.
well, all right, cool. That's cool. And then shit, how you started in the music shit, bro? Let's get to it. Let's kind of get a little background before we get into the meat and
background shit.
potatoes.
My roots go way back, bro. Fuck. I was born in the industry technically because I went to high school with Dr. Dre's son, O'Shea, Daryl, Cube's kids, Aaron Wright. We all went to Taft High School together. So it's like Dr. Dre's son, the one that died, was my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
So he made me drop out of high school and shit. We were fucking juniors. I dropped out. We were doing our thing. He was introducing me a bunch of people, his pops, Suge, such and such, everybody in there. So like we were doing our thing, and old boy passed away.
Hold on,
So
Prince. Hold on. Before you go any further, I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
A lot of these people think that I be playing. Prince knows me. Prince,
Yeah.
the guy you hear on here, is that guy any different from the guy you know in real life?
Yeah.
The guy you hear on here, Wack 100, is he any different from the nigga you know running around?
Hell fucking no. You as
Watch
real as
this.
it gets. This
How
is what
do
it is.
Prince, how does Wack deal with Suge when it's time to deal with Suge, Prince?
Suge don't want to fuck around. That's why Suge never says nothing.
There you go. Get back to it.
Many times, like I remember when that whole Ice Burgundy and Stacey Adams tried to get into it. Suge called my phone. He's like, "Let me talk to Wack over this shit, man." No, Suge don't fuck around when it come to Wack.
Let's keep it going. Let's keep the
Yeah, so you started early into the industry. You say
where
Dr.
was I?
Dre's
So
son.
I was doing all that shit music wise with Dre's son. He was trying to get me started to making beats because he saw I was good with the MPC player back in the day. So I opened up a studio, did all that. Then old boy passed away. Then I was kind of like in a shit storm because I had no more access to Dre. I didn't know how to get to Dre when I was younger, and such and such. So I kind of reached out to Suge, and then from there, Suge, he wasn't like really my manager or anything or any of that stuff. But one thing, he kind of hooked me up. He's like, "Look, I'm doing this little brick squad shit with Waka Flocka," because he was doing his little. That's how Waka had the Pyru pass in LA. He went up to Compton. All that Suge was behind the whole little movement they had going on. So he called me over. He's like, "Come on, I'm gonna introduce you to some people." Because at that time, the situation was like he came to the club one time and I was like a promoter, and we knew each other. I let him in the club. I let him pop bottles and all that shit, gave him free bottles. And then the next day, he's like, "I'm gonna call you over to the studio. I'm gonna introduce you to some people." So I went over there the next day. The people that he introduced me to was Waka's mom. We were at the La Cienega Hotel where they have a studio underground. So this was during the time they were working on Flockavelli, the Waka's very first album. So I went over there. Waka mom was there. French was there. Gucci was there. Suge was there. We were all downstairs. We started cooking. So I made the album, and then they called me back a couple months. Waka's mom was like, I want you to sign over to Ms. A Entertainment. So I went ahead and I did my thing. I went over there, did more records with Waka and shit. And then French came. I met French when I met Waka Mom, but he disappeared for a while because he lived up in New York and Waka lives in Atlanta. So we were doing our thing, and French showed up. Me and French were actually living in Waka's basement. So it's like, because Waka has like 12-bedroom house, and like in Atlanta, most of the bedrooms are like in the basement type shit. So it was just us two, and Waka was on tour. So me and French were fucking around, making some beats, fucking cooking. And then next thing you know, me and French took off. And we had here. It's not like even French took off because like he was getting passed by a bunch of labels back in the day. And back in the day, I was also admin for Hot New Hip Hop. So I had a lot to do with I forced French down a lot of people's throats back in 2011. So I hooked them up. I kept this song on the homepage. Obviously, I'm going to keep my song that I produced on the homepage. It blew up, became a single, and then at this same time, it's like Waka's mom was having a self-destruction over there with her problems with the artist, because that's when Gucci was going to jail. Nicki just fired her. Wack was accusing everybody of from his mom's side stealing money, shit. Everything was just having a self-destruction. So we bounced out and left, and then I bounced out and left. Everybody just left Atlanta. So then me and French had a record that was popping the fuck off, and then French calls me randomly. He's like, "Yeah, man, we were gonna run with this as a single, Harv Pierre or whatever fuck Harv for Bad Boy. Oh, they're choosing this record, this and that." So we went on, we did this thing. So the whole problem started going on once Waka Mom sued French, and then French was trying to steal my publishing from the back. And I was not giving up my publishing, and I had the masters of the record, and see, the problem was too, this was the mixtape era, so you had to have masters, and once you put the song out, it's not like you could take it right off. These guys released the record without my consent, paying me, none of that shit, this and that. French was very like fucking trying to take my publishing for, like, he's like, I put you on, I want your publishing type shit. I was not having that, and I was the only one with the masters because I mixed the record at the time and put it out. So that's when all the bullshit started happening with me and French, because French was like, yeah, Walker Mom trying to fuck you, I'm just trying to get you out this situation, so come over here, I'm gonna sign with me and Bad Boy, I'm gonna get you a solid deal with, like I did with Harry Fraud, this and that. I was like, nah bro, I'm good, I'm doing my own thing. How the fuck am I gonna give you my publishing with Walker Mom already has my publishing? You feel me? I'm not on some sucker shit. And then once those two guys started going at it, I kind of fell back. So then once I saw my record go #1 on the Billboard charts, that shit was in the NBA Finals.
What record is that? Don't Stop?
No, Everything's a Go. Everything's a Go. Okay. Yeah, that was his very first #1. It was the record after Shot Call.
Okay.
So the song was out doing all this shit. Now, I'm starting to get to the point of like, all right, I want to get paid for my record. What fucks my money, this and that. French completely cut me off because I told him I'm not going to sign to his publishing company under, excuse my French, whatever the fuck he was doing. So he wasn't having that. So I started hitting up Bad Boy myself on some, like, I started Googling their phone numbers to their office, calling Interscope, all this shit. So, like, I started getting around. I got a hold of Harv, and then Harv was like, this is like about a year after the record came out. I'm like, all right, the record's on 106 in Park. It's #1. It's on the NBA Finals theme. It's fucking all over the radio. It's on Mob Wives. They got the remix with Birdman, Jadakiss, Fabulous, Wale. They put everyone and their mamas from New York.
Yeah, bro, you had a beat. You had one of them beats. That beat was
crazy.
Bro,
and this was during the time where songs were lasting over a year or two, not just 30 days and out the window. So that record was on the Billboard charts for about a good year and a half. So I'm like, where the fuck my money at, bro? So I got a hold of Harv at Bad Boy. They're like, when we come to LA, we're gonna holler at you, man. Come to the office and let's talk about some shit. So we didn't go to an office, bro. We went to the Beverly Hills Hotel. We met upstairs in one of Diddy's suites, and I was upstairs, and we're sitting down talking. They're talking about, yeah, man, your record is doing huge. We need you to sign some of these paperwork so we could get you paid. You said you wanted to get paid. We don't have any letter direction. We don't have none of that stuff. Walker's mom been fucking you over. Da 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 da. I know Walker's mom been fucking me over because everything's going through Bad Boy. Cause she just sued French too. So me, Harv, and Diddy are sitting there talking about all this shit, trying to figure out what we're gonna do. Diddy was like trying to blow smoke up my ass. He's like, yeah, man, I just take 1 second. Look at this. I go on Twitter right now, man. I hit up DJ Khaled. I hit up Nick Mills. I hit up such and such. I'll get them all to follow you right now. I'm gonna put you on. I want you to come fuck with me, boy. Like, and this was, I was younger too back in the day, so I'm not on some no homo shit, bro. I was like 100 pounds lighter, bro. I was 23. I was a good looking Persian kid, fucking doing my thing. And you know what I'm saying? So I had that side against, with me a little bit. So, he's trying to sit there and bribe me about talking about, like, he's going to put me on. So I look at my Twitter. He had Meek Mill follow me. He had DJ Khaled. Everyone start following me. All sorts of shit. And then fucking we're sitting there. I'm like, all right, cool. Where the fuck my money at, dog? We're talking about my money. And then Harv got out the room. Harv walked out the room. I'll never forget this, bro. As soon as Harv walked out the room, he's like, hey, come here. Come sit next to me real quick. I want to show you some shit. So he started showing me some shit. He's like, yeah, you see, this is the only reason why I ain't paid you back yet. Is because French hasn't recouped this and that. But we can take care of all of that. And then he started sitting, a little bit more comfortable and shit. And old boy pulled his dick out and he's like, come here, handle this shit. I looked at homie real quick. I was like, look, bro, I don't get down with that, none of that weird ass shit, bro. And I told him I don't, fuck around. I ain't doing none of that shit. And then he's like, boy, you gonna do what's best, bro. Like you want what you want, come take care of me. So I said, bro, you get the fuck out of here. And I walked out the motherfucking room. And next thing I know, I look back on my Instagram, Meek Mill unfollowed me, DJ Khaled unfollowed me, and everyone started unfollowing me. This fool literally put, like, as I walk out the door, he's like, that's the biggest mistake you ever gonna make, daddy. And I was like, fuck you. I don't give a fuck. I'm not getting down like that. I don't know what you and French going on. I'm not doing it. I'm not taking that deal. I'm not doing none of that shit. And you can keep everything's a go record. I'll see you in court because, French, da-da-da. And I walked out. He's like, that's the biggest mistake you ever made. So pretty much he tried to blackball me out the industry, not knowing my relationships with everybody, because as soon as I left that situation, I went straight to Wack and Game, and I started fucking with them. I was hanging around, but at that time I didn't, I wasn't in the right, because I was in trap mode. I was making trap beats. I didn't have the beats that was ready for Game. Wack was trying his hardest to get me onto the fucking, documentary. This was documentary 2 out. Was a documentary. It was between Jesus Piece and documentary 2. It was around there. So that's when Wack was, starting to try to fucking manage me and shit. But I was going through so much depression because of what French and Diddy put me through over, not getting my bread and all sorts. I had the #1 record in the fucking country, most popping producer. And I'm being held the fuck down. So I was going through some depression shit, taking a lot of drugs. And Wack kind of had to be like distance myself from everybody and all that shit. So I had to take some time off. But also in the meantime, throughout all this shit, let me fuck the whole game up. So, and this is all the best part about the internet. Everything's fucking documented. So you could go type this shit up and everything. So if you were to Google, get Metro Boomin's last name, or not last name, Metro Boomin's age, and take it back to 2011 when everything's a go record came out. Like this shit got so fucking technical and shit, dude. So let me start like this. Metro Boomin was my producer back in 2010 and 11. This was when he was 14 and 15 years old. He was living in St. Louis. So during all the fuckery of the French Montana shit, ever since Diddy told me he was gonna fuck me over, this and that, by not doing what he wanted me to do. So I went ahead and I put a Metro Boomin's name on my record, just so I could blow him the fuck up. And and he was my producer at the time. But at the same time, French forgot to credit his name on the album, this and that, and no one was getting paid. So Metro hit me up. He's like, well, why am I not credited? Why am I not getting paid? I was like, bro, I'm in the same boat, but I'm not going around at that moment telling everybody, yeah, I didn't suck old boy's dick. That's why we're not getting paid right now. I was feeling weird as shit about that type of situation. So I just told him, look, bro, Wack Mom and French are in a situation, this and that. So Metro Boomin, at that time, he even got offended by the whole situation, thought I was fucking him over, and other people thought I was fucking them over the whole thing, but it was just bad business from the go. And from that moment on, that's how much I lost throughout this whole situation. Look, I lost millions of dollars losing Metro Boomin. You feel me?
Oh, yeah.
You feel me? Like he said, fuck you. And why do you think to this day French Montana don't got a Metro Boomin record? You know what I'm saying? Like this shit goes way back. So Metro never talked to me ever again. He took a deal with Don Cannon, took off in his career. He rode my wave because I put his name on my record, because I was trying to save myself. But even though he's one of the, like, at that time I let him add a couple hi-hats so I could put him on, because he was trying to get on. But that's going off the case. I lost old boy, and time went by eventually, and that's where shit took off, and I fucking stepped away, and I came back to Wack, started doing my thing, and then fucking fell into fatherhood, took a couple years off, and then fucking came back, Wack let me produce Game's not entire. It was about to be his entire album until I had some mental breakdowns in the fucking studio because I got served by my ex-wife in the studio with some divorce papers, so I had a little meltdown and shit. But yeah,
What
Wack
album?
let me do half. Yeah, he let me do Born to Rap. He let me do half the Born to Rap album.
Oh, that's
I
good
was
shit.
about to do the whole thing. Yeah, so Wack gave me that blessings and everything took off from there, bro. But yeah, that's where it led down to. And then once I saw that, and I've been always telling people about what Diddy did on the low, like with the homies and everything, and such and such. And nobody really fucking believed me. They were just like, "Yeah, you just mad because you didn't do such and such." The outside speaking, not knowing what's really going on the inside.
Nah,
So,
Hey Prince, so you've been speaking about
go
this for
ahead.
years?
yeah, man, I've been telling everybody, like literally even fucking last year, I was like, watch what's about to happen to Diddy, bro, because I've been watching closer and closer. I've been hearing things about what's going on, and he's about to get sued, this and that, and I've actually even been following up with it because of the lawsuit that's going on with French and them over my money because Bad Boy's still tied into it. So it's like, I just been keeping my ears up into this shit. But I've been telling people, bro, I was like, yeah, man. Like, I didn't tell him that he was trying to fucking sex play me shit. I just told people he took a pass at me. I didn't tell people he whooped out his fucking dick in front of me and tried to have me fucking.
That's crazy right there, Prince. Right there.
That
That shit is
Oh,
different.
man.
I ain't gonna lie.
Why
Yeah,
you
How
think
old
that
were
he
you
felt?
when that
go ahead,
happened?
go ahead.
2012, 2011. I was 22, 23.
Oh, okay. And I had a
Yeah.
question for you.
Yeah.
On the post that went viral that you put up, you had mentioned how you looked, and again in this room today, you kind of mentioned like you looked a bit better or was
Yeah,
weighed a little bit less. So do you feel like it was specifically how you looked, or do you think he just takes passes at men in general?
hello. Hey, you broke out.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, I was saying, do you think that it was how you looked that made him try you, or
Yeah,
do
man,
you
because
think
like
he
I
just
said,
takes passes at men in general?
I'm 36 now. I'm a grown ass fucking man. Like I was just a kid back then. You feel me? Like I was 190 pounds. I was like cut up a little bit. You feel me? I was a good looking little. I looked like when I was younger. Let's say I was me and French Montana damn near look like brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like we damn near look like brothers. I got chubbier and I look like fucking DJ Khaled. It just runs in the Middle Eastern bloodline. Like I run in with that range. So it's like I was like a better good looking version of them. I was a good looking kid back then. So he took a pass on me like that had nothing to fucking do with the music. None of that shit. He just wanted to see if he could take advantage of me and fucking do what he does with everybody else, bro. I'm not the only fucking one. This shit been going on since the 90s, bro. Like Tupac been talking about this shit about this man being a homosexual for fucking decades. You know what I'm saying? Like you go back and look at the original back cover of Machiavelli album. Pac got Diddy dressed in a dress. You know what I'm saying? So this shit goes back. Like it's been known for what this man's been doing to everybody. He's been on that bisexual tip for a long fucking time. But I just hate to say that I had to, almost, he tried to make me fall victim to that shit. That's why my career took so fucking long, dude. I've been around. Like one thing that he didn't understand was he thought he could blackball me, but my roots are so deep in this business because of who I grew up with and who I know and such and such. Like, okay, you want to blackball me on the east side, and I'll come right back to the West Coast and go right back there. Because even before the Brick Squad shit, I was fucking with Black Wall Street, even though Black Wall Street didn't break my shit off. Like, I was still fucking with Compton Menace. I was fucking with Juice. I was fucking with, New Jersey Devil and all Game's artists. I was just producing for everybody Game was fucking with. I was producing for all that shit. But yeah, man, it's just been fucking crazy, dude. It's been fucking crazy.
I got a question. I
Go ahead,
was
Drewby.
gonna
Go ahead,
say,
Drewby.
they got a lot of pictures with French Montana and P. Diddy with their shirt up. You think P. Diddy took the proposition, took the deal he gave you, he tried to get you to take?
With French?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't speak. I distance myself from that situation. So I don't know. And I know French is a Muslim man to the max. So I know he don't get down with that shit either. So, but you never know, bro, because French was the thing about French, bro, he was always thirsty to get famous because he was already rich before the rap took off. French was already a fucking millionaire before rap. So, money and music really wasn't shit. And he's a terrible fucking rapper too. It's not like he was the best rapper in the fucking world. I tried to get him signed so many times before even his own manager did. I took him to Interscope before Diddy took over. I took him to the fucking thing. Me and him were actually supposed to be a package to Kanye and Good Music. But he never took that deal over there. So, it's just been fucking that type of motion over there. But I don't fucking think he gets down like that because, like I said, French is a Muslim to the hardcore.
So let me ask you this.
Hey Prince, we can't knock him like that, Prince, because he's really doing his thing, man. So we ain't gonna knock too much. French is still, regardless, you might say he's not a good rapper, but other people will say beg to differ because he's producing. He's doing his music.
But hold on, let's think about dreams and nightmares, right? Dreams and nightmares. Everybody thought, you know what I'm saying? You know that nigga was gangster. And then this come out. And then you just say, did he say unfollow you? He unfollow you. So like in my mind, and then you also clarify like the nigga been doing this shit since the 90s. Come on. Goddamn, Tupac said he was gay. So how far-fetched is it?
Like, what you talking about? Get more specific with the question. Like, what
talking about the propositions that he
I mean, it's different. He may approach it. I mean, it's not like he's gonna pick up an ugly motherfucker and sign him and want to fuck everybody, bro. Like, he's not fully gay. He's bisexual. You know what I'm saying? So like, he may not feel like who he's feeling at a certain time. Like his flavor, his taste is his taste, bro. Like, look, the man's fucking kissing on Rick Ross and shit. He's doing weird shit. He does all the suspect shit. How long 50 Cent been telling you he's a fruitcake? 50 Cent been getting on the fucking interviews saying Diddy been a fruitcake for a long ass time, and then he gets suspect. He does weird suspect shit, and
I'm just saying, like, they say that Diddy do this to a lot of people.
Yeah, he does. He does. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been to a Jamie Foxx party, and no disrespect to Jamie Foxx because he's open about being a swinger and shit, but at the end of the day, I've seen weird shit at these parties, bro. This is nothing new to the music industry.
So do any of the people that didn't believe you back then, these past 13 years or whatever, do they believe you now? Has there been anybody
I haven't even talked to a lot of people about that. I really didn't give a fuck. I just posted what I posted, and a lot of people just started liking.
I'm gonna get back. Let's keep going. Diddy gay as a motherfucker, and Jamie Foxx definitely a swinger. Let's go.
Yeah.
So Prince, I have a question real quick. Have you seen Diddy since that incident?
Yeah, many times. Shit, he's every time I go to a game session, Diddy pops his head in there and listens to Game's album, tries to knock his ass down.
So my question to you is, what is it or was it about Diddy that caused you to not retaliate with that situation?
I ain't gay. What the fuck else is there?
No, I'm saying, like, you've seen him multiple times after that,
Oh yeah, I mean, it's like sometimes he acts like he don't remember me or he don't recognize me when he's in the room. It's just like we make that eye contact. I look at him from the corner of my eye. He see me over there, but he act like I'm not there type shit. You know what I'm saying? Or he'll move on. Or the bro might be high off pills sometimes. You never know. He may forget the weird shit that he does.
Hey Prince, on some real shit, as a man and another man pulls out their dick in front of me and try to do some shit like that, regardless of the fact at a young age, I'm fucking him up, man.
I'm
fucking him up, man.
My heart was there too, but I was, at the end of the day, I was more like, let me get the fuck out of here because I don't know who he's got outside. If I knock this motherfucker, I might get killed and never seen again. You know what I'm saying? If he's got the power to get shined, put in jail for 9 years, both dodging this, dodging that, I'm not getting I did think about that shit, but I just wanted to get the fuck up and out of there, dude. It was too much for me too fast.
You looked up to Diddy, like when coming up in music.
Yeah, that makes sense. He answered the question right there. That's the.
All right, so the next time you saw him, you didn't feel like you didn't feel in a comfortable position where you can get off?
I can't do that either because Game knows I got a fucking temper and I did a lot of wild shit a couple times and I don't want to fucking go at Diddy in Game Studio, and Game pulled me to the side and fucked me up because I fucking, got at his big homie at the time, and I'm not gonna say big homie.
Don't say big homie, because we know that's not Game's
I
big.
was there.
Yeah.
Because I only said big homie because Game started with
Hey, you could have did it when I was there. I would have laughed at it.
Well, I didn't know either. I thought you would have got pissed off too. Like, no,
I wouldn't have gave a fuck. I would have laughed. You wasn't there when we was gonna whoop Diddy ass behind disrespecting Brian, the engineer?
No, I didn't. I didn't know that. I wasn't there. I was probably, that was one of the sessions, because when Diddy was coming around, I didn't come back the next day. I came back. Remember, I kept coming every other day. And this was during the when we went to Chalice. This was before when we were at Paramount and all that. When Diddy was coming to Chalice, checking out Game shit every time. Because Diddy was always on the other side every time Game was on this side. So that was the only time. So yeah, whenever Diddy walked in the room, I just, I kind of stepped out and just waited till he either left or I came back the next day. That's why if you go back and look at all the videos when Diddy was in the session, you'll see me in the beginning, but you won't see me at the end. I walked the fuck out of there, bro. I don't want nothing to do with that shit, especially since from 2011 to 2018, God knows how much more power this man's got, because he became a billionaire throughout that point. I don't want no problems with this guy, because at this point, I got kids now, and I'm not trying to, he's on the West Coast, Suge's not around. I'm thinking about all this, and I'm like, I got really no one to help me out if I really go head up with this guy, and I don't want to piss off Game and Wack by disrespecting their session, by going at Diddy when I'm just, at that time I was, I lost my status with the whole, situation by fading out, because I had to fade out because no one was fucking with me that was on the mainstream tip that was related to Diddy. Everybody stopped fucking with me. DJ Khaled never responded to me. Meek Mills unfollowed me. Bro, I had Wiz Khalifa was following me, and then all of a sudden, like some Illuminati shit, within 3 days, everybody fucking just disappeared all at one time. It's like they lured me in. They saw I wasn't fucking with it, and they spit me the fuck out. But like I said, they couldn't get rid of me because my roots is good. I'm here. I just got 2 Grammys a month ago, and I'm still fucking rocking. You feel me? So
did you actually have business relationships with these people, or was it just follows?
Business people who?
These people that you just named that you said unfollow you. Did you have business relationships with them, or was it just follows?
It was about to start, because this was right when my record was #1 all over the country. I had the #1 record on the Billboard charts, everything. So they all, like 3-4 days before I went and saw Diddy, all these people started following me, this and that, and then all of a sudden it's like one person controlled the Instagram for all these people. So that's where my brain started thinking, all right, this is some Illuminati shit. Why are they all following me? Then they all unfollowed me at the same time. Like one person is running their Instagram. You know what I'm saying? That's all the weird shit that I always thought about. I was like, man, this industry is too fucking close together, and all the bisexuals are too close together, and you never fucking know, dude. Everyone rolls in different groups. Music, bro. This music industry is like one fucked up retarded version of high school. That's all this music industry is. Everyone's in their own little groups and pods and casts and shit. I don't know who the fuck to trust. So I just kept to myself, dude. Every time you saw Wack, whenever I came around, I was by myself. I always by myself. I stopped hanging around with people. I stopped, chasing rappers and all that shit. If I get there, I get there. I'm not fucking. So fuck. This 12, 13 years later, bro. My career was moving slow motion, but I still got shit done because talent don't lie, and my roots is good because I got my own little clique and squad. It's on the West, and I'm still good with Walker's mom. You feel me? Me and Deborah's still good because she sued French for me over the situation. So I even talked to the lawyers last night. I was like, hey, should I get involved with this Diddy case now that he's down? Because I'm missing over $100,000 in royalties, and just from that record for 13 years of back pay, and fucking. I even brought it up. I was like, look, we can bring up the sexual allegation shit because that did damage to my career. I lost millions of dollars losing Metro Boomin to fucking Don Cannon. It did a fucking toll on me. So
what did she say? Are you gonna sue him?
I literally before I woke up to my Instagram going batshit crazy. And I was supposed to talk to her this morning. I woke up to first Wack's text message. He said, "Get on Clubhouse right the fuck now." So I'm like, all right, let me get on this shit really quick. I know. And then I was like wondering why. And then I remembered I told him about this shit, but I didn't think he paid too much attention to it. He probably thought Prince was just talking some Prince shit, because I exactly how I've been telling people for the last 12 years. Wack even kind of brushed it off just a tiny bit last night. Like, all right,
Well, I
Prince
know
just
the
want to
nigga's
get
a
it.
weirdo. You know I don't give a fuck about no Diddy.
Yeah, but now
Hey,
You know I don't give
I
a
saw
fuck. One
50
day, you know the industry ain't never got me. I don't give a fuck
Yeah,
about
but
none
as
of it.
soon
You
as
know
I
I don't
saw
give a
50
fuck.
post that shit, I was all
They're gonna say to him, "I'm gonna be honest, Prince." They're gonna say, "Why now? Why are you coming out now? All of a sudden?"
Because
That
no,
he
that's the
didn't have a
thing.
voice.
Hey,
He
that's
wasn't
the thing
strong
though.
enough.
It's not why now, bro. I've been going at Diddy and French on Twitter for the last 12 years. It's not like I've been quiet, bro. If you go ask French Montana, pull up my text messages, bro. I've been cussing this fool out for the past 12 fucking years. And I have no direct source to Diddy, but I've always tagged him and shit. I always said he's a fucking weirdo. Every time 50 put some weird shit out, not weird shit about Diddy out there, I retag it, repost it. I've been on the ass, bro. You could ask everybody that knows me, from LA to fucking Pacoima to fucking anywhere, bro, that I've been talking about this shit, and my homies are sick of hearing about this shit. And then, eventually I just started keeping it to myself, but there is not a damn person that won't say that for the last 12 years I felt bitter about this shit, bro. I lost a lot of fucking money, and it hurt my fucking career. Like a 7-year statute of limitations. Like Timbaland and Swiss Beats and these guys, they put up fucking 20 years, 30 years type shit where I could never speak upon it.
And that's only to speak upon it, because you could never come back and then try to reap royalties from a record that you already sold, right?
Because I was paid out front.
And you can't do anything with the record yourself. Like you know how like Taylor Swift came back and redid her old records.
Yeah, no,
you can't do something with those beats like that, huh?
No, because once I give them the stems and the masters, it's over.
Okay.
Once they have the masters and you have the masters, the judge is gonna be like, well, if he has the masters, somebody gave him somehow, unless you got robbed, and then
The nigga like Wack who don't give a fuck. I'll go replay your shit.
That's what I'm saying, like, cause you can go get it.
Nah, you gotta remember though, bro. Like, and Prince will tell you, that's part of the secret to game success. Wack don't give a fuck. Straight up. Nigga, I replayed Irv Gotti them shit. Told him holla at me. Took too long to give me the files, nigga. You know I got the EP over there, Prince. You be playing every time.
Man, real talk.
Oh, you want to play with the files? No problem. Watch this.
Done deal.
Cause that's some shit. That's some awareness, bro. That's your career. Like, you touch your hand on some shit.
See, you can see they'll fuck with Prince, right? But they know you file a lawsuit on me, I might run into you at the Grammys, the Emmys, so, the awards. It ain't worth the headache. And then it depends on what camp Prince running in. Prince running in the right camp, they ain't gonna fuck with him. But Prince, he ain't done with. All he need is latch on to the right thing. Me to go put him over there in one of them camps and let him go.
He just got a Grammy, huh? So shit, nigga, obviously
Prince,
moving in the right direction.
Hey, and more to come. Because
Prince, you ain't worked with Top yet?
More of this shit don't stop.
You heard him?
You ain't worked with Top Dog yet?
Man, I've been trying to. I got the folder ready for Kendrick. You just tell me when.
He got.
I got the folder ready for Schoolboy. You just tell me when. Because Schoolboy my favorite over Kendrick. No disrespect to nobody. But I like Schoolboy shit way more. Even though Kendrick popping.
You need that Absol pack, nigga. Fuck you talking about.
Got one more question for you, Prince, before you go. Do you got any proof in regards to the P. Diddy allegations that you got?
No one's gonna talk about it, but it was just me. We were at the Beverly Hills Hotel. It was just me, him, and Arv. So it's just gonna be hearsay type shit. But I'm not gonna put myself out there and be like, yeah, the man whipped his dick in front of me. I could have just been, where the fuck's my money at, bitch? You know what I'm saying? I could have just got down to that, but that was just a private situation that happened in the room.
But you ain't gonna say nothing about, like, you ain't gonna voice that actually happened. When
I
you
did, yeah, I voiced it yesterday. I'm voicing it right now.
Okay. Yeah, that's because
Hey, yo,
like,
Drewby, ain't nobody gonna make up a lie about somebody pulling a dick out in front of them, man. I don't think that ain't nobody gonna just be like, hey, yeah, I got, like, we men at the end of the day. I ain't gonna be like, hey, yeah, man pulled out a dick in front of me. Like, we ain't, like, that's some real shit. Like, for a man to come out and say that, it's gotta be real. You know what I mean?
Even before all this shit happened, all the homies know because I've been telling, like, the close homies know.
I'm gonna say I agree, but it's like with everything that's going on, what I'm trying to figure out, like, is there any way to, like, separate that from it being just a money grab? Like, I hear, what he's saying and what he owes, but how can we say, you know what I mean, that he ain't? You know what I mean? We never know what people will do. To be honest with you.
Publicly, it was separated because I never mentioned it publicly, but within my groups, my inner circles, and people I come across with, I have spoken about what happened that day. But I just never put that on Twitter because I didn't want no weird shit to happen. But I only spoke about the money on Twitter and Instagram. But when it came to what he actually did, I put that shit on the fucking with the homies. All the homies knew, like, everything to the point, everything to the dot. Like, this, not one of my homies gonna tell you, yeah, Prince didn't fucking bug us about this shit for 12 fucking years. Every day, no, like, they got tired of hearing this shit, but now, it's out there. I was like, all right, who's lying now? I've been telling you guys he's been doing this shit forever.
Nah, hearing your character on here, I can see that shit happening. Like, but it's like at the same time, I'm glad you ain't do it, man. I'm glad you ain't
Of
do it.
course not. That's why my career's been on.
You
My
probably would have been
career's
a
been
number one
moving like a
producer though
snail.
for a couple years, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's better for you later, bro. That's the way to end. Like, don't ever go against your morals, nigga.
Never.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you see how God works.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like, it's not like he was my only situation. I blew up his artist. You know what I'm saying? That was just one situation. Like, what they didn't understand is what I understood is I'm already signed to Waka's mom. What the fuck can you guys do for me? That's not going to take more money out of my pocket, especially when I haven't seen. The only reason I'm in this hotel room is to collect my money. And then instead you guys want to fucking see what I'm about. Like, I'm not on that shit. That's all it was. I just went looking for my motherfucking money.
Prince, I'm just gonna ask you one quick question. We hear a lot about Harv being involved in.
Is he still alive? I heard he passed away.
You're in the Matrix.
Oh, I don't know.
I thought he passed away a couple years ago. But anyway, go ahead.
Go ahead,
Okay, there she goes. Go ahead, Sunshine.
You gotta continue with the question. I think she can't talk. Go ahead, Sunshine. Can you continue with the question?
Oh yeah. I was just asking, like, what role does Harv have in all of this? Because we hear that he was involved in a lot of these situations.
Well, Harv walked out the room when I was with Diddy, so I don't know. I guess Diddy signaled him, or he just fucking walked out and Diddy did initiative of the moment. But Harv was like, he was linked. He A&R'd even though I blew up my record, he A&R'd my record to be French's first single and to put it on the album. So the way I got to that hotel was communication through Marv, because I couldn't get to Diddy. I got Harv, not Marv. I got through Harv because I got his email somehow through some people at Bad Boy and Interscope because I was looking for my money. So they linked me with him, and his excuse was, yeah, we can't pay you till French recoups. I said my exact words to him. I have it still on my email to this day, bro. He says French hasn't recouped, and I said, what the fuck does French's recoup have to do with me? I'm not signed to Bad Boy. Give me my motherfucking money. And whatever French owes you, that's his problem, because I'm a part of the fucking recoup.
You got to pay me. I'm a part of the royalties. I have the masters still. And that's what scared Bad Boy, because this was the mixtape time. This is not like the streaming time where you could put up a song and bring it down. This was, all right, the record's out. It's all over the fucking place. It's on TV. It's on Mob Wives.
Okay.
I got the masters. So they invite me to the hotel because they scared as shit about what I'm going to do. But unfortunately, at that time, I didn't even have enough money to sue them because it costs money to sue people. These lawyers want like 50 grand to go after your money up front. You know, so I didn't have the bread. So they knew I had the masters. They put the song out. It was all over the place. And Waka's mom was already in a lawsuit with them over some bullshit. That's the last thing they wanted from me. So they brought me in there. They saw that, they found out that I didn't have enough money to get a lawyer. So Harv walked out the room. And Diddy whipped out his dick and all this shit. And I walked the fuck out of there.
Boy, you lucky I wasn't around back then.
I tried to have you around back then. That's when we first started. That's when we first linked back up. When I came back from Brickswater, I was sitting outside Game Studio every day. Huh?
He wouldn't have played with you.
Nah, fuck no. That's why I told you, hey, Wack, go get my money from French. I'll give you half of it. I texted you that like 1,000 times. You're like, man, fuck you. I'm not dealing with your bullshit.
In my opinion, that's why a person like you benefits a lot from having a management like a hands-on manager like Wack, because that's what you would have need. That's what you would miss.
Yeah, because ain't nobody
that would have been
do some weird shit with Wack.
Yeah.
Who's gonna strong arm Wack?
So you still haven't got that? You still haven't got that money from that record?
Waka's mom settled, and she told me I was a part of the settlement. That she linked me up with her lawyer. So that's what I talked to her, and she's been for the last year trying to find my money. And I was like, I did my research. I was like, don't look into French. Go look into Diddy's mom, bro. My money, Harv said French didn't recoup. So I backed off in French, and at that moment, even though French was trying to do some weird shit with me with my publishing and just being a weirdo that he is, just because I know him personally. People know him on the cool level. That's the relationship. With me, I know him on some weirdo shit. So that
when you say find my money though, bro, break that down for the person that doesn't know.
Well, when you don't sign a letter of direction, the money just goes to the label and then it just disappears. So I refuse to sign any paperwork for my release of Everything's a Go. That's why one thing they did, it was the single, but they took it off the album. And then 4 years ago, they put it back on the album so French's album could go platinum. They had to add my record for the shit to go platinum because I had the most streams. Because the song after that was Pop That with Nicki. And that was the only single with Dr. Luke or whatever his name was. Uncle Luke, yeah, with Uncle Luke, and that record blew up, but it still didn't. It kept French at gold, and then once they added my record just 4 years ago, that reignited my whole situation. I was like, all right, these motherfuckers put my shit back on the album. This shit went platinum, and I'll screenshot these messages and I'll send them right to Wack so he knows exactly what I said to my lawyer. And she's waiting for me to probably call her right now, but I answered to Wack first, so I'm gonna take care of this situation with him and see what she feels about it. Now that 50 put this shit up, it's even more serious.
So how that feel, bro, seeing your shit in the NBA commercials, LeBron James throwing it on his Instagram? Because I remember that beat, bro. That beat was everywhere, nigga. So, and like you seeing it, Bron working out to it, everything going crazy because of your work, and you ain't got a dime from it, my nigga. What's going on at that moment? Because you bought what you say? What year was this?
2000. The song came out 2011. It lasted till 2014, 2013. That song went 3 years deep before streaming.
So you 24 years old at this time, right? Like 22.
I'm 1987. The song came out 2011, so I'm like 22.
Yeah, 22. Yeah, so you 22. Yeah, so you a young dude. Do you feel like it was a partially on your part because of the paperwork? You didn't have it done correctly, or you just feel like it was just a bigger conglomerate trying to fuck over a little guy?
I see. At the end of the day, bro, I wasn't stupid because I already my contracts were already looked over by a couple other people that I looked at what I signed with Waka's mom. I found out that this is why me and her kind of had our little issue before I backed off and realized French was a problem. I gave her 100% of my publishing. That was one of the biggest problems. But the thing was, she never collected because French kept the money. Bad Boy kept the money. They didn't, because I never signed the letter of direct. Even though she had my publishing, they still need my signature for the letter of direction where the money goes.
Mm-hmm.
So I had the master. I'm the only one that had the masters, and the song was already out and it was doing its thing. So I just never did anything. I backed up. I was like, where's my upfront money? Where's the royalties gonna be coming from? Where's such and such? Like nothing was coming, and the song was already out. I mixed it, I released it, I mastered it. It was fucking everywhere, and it was just a fucking mess, bro. Everything, it was just very, very fucking messy over there because Waka's mom at the same time, she didn't expect me to. This fucking guy came from LA. He's cocky as shit. He said he's gonna be the biggest producer. How many people has said that so many times in her life? And he's gonna get a single. I almost got a single with Gucci, but Gucci went to jail. But then I took it up with French, and that shit happened, bro. They were all in shock, bro. It just happened way too fast. They didn't expect me to come over there and say I'm gonna be the greatest Don Dada in the motherfucking world, and really for it to start happening. Because Lex Luger was popping at that time. She didn't give a fuck about nothing but Lex Luger. You feel me? Like
you
this
heard
was
the name I mentioned during that time, bro. Lex Luger, to me, he's the most underrated producer. Yeah, like that motherfucker is a problem, bro. He changed the sound of music at that time. But I would say you was a part of that change. But that was more the heavy 808 sound, so it's not necessarily your sound. But he definitely changed the sound of music for sure.
He did, and that's what was pissing off Southside too.
Because
they were
Southside was in his shadow for sure, early.
Huh?
I didn't even know Southside. I said Southside was in his shadow for sure, because I'm from Houston,
of course,
bro.
That's why you can see the hate in Southside's mouth when he speaks about Lex Luger. Whenever he gets on producer culture interviews and he says there was this one guy back in the day, y'all might not know him. His name was Lex Luger. I was like, what, man? Why you gonna knock old boy down like that? Why you gonna talk
them backhanded compliments like you might not know him?
You're like, why you gonna talk shit about bro like that when you were over there trying to fucking learn from him?
Because Lex did that ham beat. He got in the Kanye.
That was after.
That was after. Yeah, that was after.
But Southside went over there too. Southside got on that album too. Don't get me fucked up. Southside did make Watch the Throne, but not on air.
Fucking with Kanye. Kanye went to Atlanta. He was fucking with all of them. So that was how he got through there, right? Wasn't that the connection?
Yeah. It was all that shit. Like we all went over there. It was me, Southside, Lex Luger.
Did you have a little bitterness in your heart though at that moment when you start seeing that kind of was right before?
Listen, one thing about me, bro. I know how dope I am, and I know my timing. And one thing about me, bro, why I'm so successful and why I keep succeeding is because I put people on, whether they're dope or me or not. I was always trying to do the whole label thing as soon as I started. So seeing Lex, why the fuck am I going to feel bitter about Lex Luger popping off when I just got my opportunity to pop off? I'm watching, I was like, damn, I want to work with bro. But at this same time, when Lex went and did Ham, this was right at the verge when he was leaving. And my record with French was starting to do its thing. So it's like, I didn't give a fuck. He got his situation. I'm about to have mine next. I'm not worried about the next man. I know I just got me coming because Waka's mom will tell you, bro, I came there and I said, I'm taking over this shit as soon as it's done. As soon as Lex is doing his thing, this and that. Me and Lex were cool too. I sold him beats. He was helping me survive. There's no ways for me to fucking feel bitterness about none of that shit. You feel me? Like, he might be like right now, no, Prince never sold me that beat. That's just to hold his own credibility. But I don't give a fuck. Statute of limitations is up on that record, so I can give a shit. I'll say I produced Round of Applause for fucking Waka Flocka and Drake, and I sold it to Lex for $10,000. That's that. But I didn't give a fuck about what he did with Ham because by then I was almost out of there. Nicki was a couple months gone. Gucci was in jail. Waka, I did like 8 songs with Waka. I already knew my path was on its way, bro, because I was one of the first producers at that time. This was before Mustard, before Hit Boy. Hit Boy got on the Watch the Throne album with the Niggas in Paris album. Mm-hmm. So this was before he blew up. I was the first producer in 2010, before Hit Boy, to be on without going through Dr. Dre. because
From the West Coast?
Yeah, because the South, because Waka put me on. Waka's mom put me on. Suge sent me over there. You feel me? So it's like Suge could have, extorted my ass and did a whole bunch of shit. He didn't give a fuck. That fool had his own world of shit he was going through at that time. So he's like, go fuck Waka's mom. Thank you. I let him pop bottles at the club the night before he did his thing. And he always remembered me as a kid because when I grew up with Dre's kids, he'd always see me at Can-Am Studios when I was like fucking 7, 8 years old, 6 years old at the Death Row Studios with, Dr. Dre's kids.
So that's what made you want to produce, was like being around.
I didn't always want to produce. I was just cool with Dr. Dre's son. He convinced me to start producing and fucking.
In a sense, you still got put on through Dre.